Hey everyone, it's Mallo, your host of Identico After Dark and the creative director here for Identico. Before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that this episode is brought to you in part by Gamers Heaven and their newest location just north of Seattle, Washington. There, in a family-friendly and welcoming environment, you can play tabletop or video games, read manga, or just relax with friends and sample some amazing drinks from their boba tea bar. If you want to learn more, log on to gamersheavenseattle.com to see hours and location. Now let's get on with the show.
Hello, Fringers. The following podcast may not be suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey, everybody. We're back. We had a slight break. These things happen. It's good. But the crew is back together again. Welcome to our latest episode of Chaos Inc. As you all know, I am Alex the Humanoid, and first in our group of equals today is Kaylee, who is playing Shawn.
Good evening, everybody.
Next, we have Steph playing Apex.
Hello, Poppet.
Poppet, I like that one.
Had to think of a clever one.
To see how he's going to try to be clever, it is Caleb playing Zed Lane.
Hello.
That's it.
Ooh.
That's how you're going to give. You're giving the audience.
Well played.
Hello.
You gotta play opposites. Gotta play the opposites.
Well played.
We're bringing it down a notch. So, last episode, to recap, they were in the middle of a fight. The team captured the final assailant from the roof, and while they were questioning him, they learned that his name was Robert, and that the person they had killed in the episode prior, who was the sniper inside the club, was his sister. They learned that those two were not working for anyone, but they were there to kill someone named Kelly Aguilar, who's a freelance research R&D scientist who works for all the various corporations. They learned that Kelly Aguilar had taken them captive as children in order to experiment them and give them extra normal abilities, which Robert was very happy to demonstrate for Zed. Shawn and Apex thought it was magic.
It is.
It was Bernie Fire. Hello.
It's not technology that we know, so logically it's magic.
Gotcha. After some discussions amongst the group, they decided to let Robert go, but Shawn, thinking ahead, they decided they were going to put a tracker on Robert's glow before they let him out the door. Just as a means of distraction, they decided to finish some of the work they had come to do, and Maxi sniped the COOs for Urban Warfare Industries and Dynamic Design and stuck the handprint of the person on the gun. He is successful in both those shots, but he decided pointedly to not take the shot at Kelly Aguilar, who Robert had come to get in the first place. After this, they successfully BS'd and exfiltrated their way out of the club after security and police arrived. The following day, they had lunch with Lillian, where she agreed to provide them with the information that because they did successfully place the bugs that she asked them to do. So she informed them that all the mergers and movement between all these different companies are part of this new Cold War that's actually been going on for a little while now, and it's starting to really ramp up. And it's all about human augmentation. So the merger between Urban Warfare Industries and Dynamic Design has been spearheaded by a shadowy organization that she calls the Sages. And that is who the other people who've been surveilling our intrepid group of, should we call them heroes?
Intrepid people.
Intrepid people. That's who's been monitoring them since they arrived in Silicon City. And that's where we're going to pick up tonight, at a beautiful morning in Silicon City. The sun is blaring through the windows and is actually what wakes both Shawn and Zed up, because they did install blackout shades in these rooms for reasons.
Yeah, the camera kind of cuts into Shawn's room, and they're under the blankets trying to throw clothing at the window to get the light to stop. And after about a minute of that, they just sigh and get up and immediately head to the bathroom, where there is not so much bright sunlight.
So Zed was up with the dawn for his exercise and skincare regiment is the word I was looking for. And when he feels put together, he gets dressed in nice but casual for him, which is like, still a shirt and a tie, but a casual shirt and a tie. And he heads out into the shared space, and I'm in the kitchen.
Breakfast, I'm probably making
an omelet with some croissants and fresh fruit. Like, I'm putting together a good breakfast, getting some coffee put together, just hanging out.
Does Zed does Zed calorie count, or is there a particular type of diet that Zed likes to do? Is it like calorie deficiency?
Zed doesn't obsess over numbers. That becomes a problem in itself. Zed lives for the moment and makes up for it after the fact.
With the exercise. There you go.
Nice.
As Chone comes out of the bathroom, they notice that there is a little like piece of paper folded into like a triangle, set on the kind of one of those decorative like console tables that's right outside of Chone's room.
Some good Foley work there.
Yeah.
Huh. Zed,
Yes.
I'm guessing you didn't see Maximilian leave?
He hasn't been out here while I've been out here. He's gone.
Yeah, he left a note.
Wait,
I went
he
out.
wrote a note on paper?
It's typed.
How old is this guy?
He did sign it, though. I mean, there's signature.
This is so old-fashioned.
I went out. Comms are dark. Will return soon. If you need any of my armaments, please clean and return them when finished. My money is in a sock. Yada yada. Sincerely, Maximilian.
So he left for a mission.
I can only tell you. Here, read it yourself.
Oh, thank you. That Foley work.
Nice.
This great. Okay, well, cool. I guess we can just do what we can do today. He's off doing whatever he's doing.
And, well,
So
I'm still a bit in shock. I mean, I don't have anything to wear. And Chone is wearing what they normally wear. But it's wrinkled even more so than usual, and is obviously what they were wearing yesterday.
I mean, I just assume this is normal for you. Is it not?
Well, I brought 3 outfits, and then there was the one that from last night, but that one got set on fire. So, we haven't had time really to do laundry.
I'm sure we can just say.
Oh, am I the only one that lost Caleb for a moment?
No, we all
Caleb?
did.
No, I can't hear him.
I lost you.
Hello?
There we
There you
are.
are.
The corporate overlords are onto us. Oh.
Pero!
Thing.
Yeah, so if you need something, we can swing out to the store. I can point you in the direction of a couple different sites, or we could just hang out. I mean, our work's kind of done.
I was just gonna go down the street. There's like a convenience store. I'm sure they have, t-shirts.
Yeah, but I think you could do better than that. I mean, we could
mean
figure
like-
out.
You mean like go to a department store?
First off, we don't have to go to stores. We have this wonderful thing called the internet. I'm sure you've heard of it.
I mean, I don't really use it, but I mean, I know of it.
So
But-
we can go shopping.
Show
and
the
they'll bring
hacker.
They'll bring it to us on these
Sarcasm.
wonderful little flying machines, and we don't ever talk to people. People don't have to be involved.
In fact,
Why
Caleb,
don't you lead with that?
Zed, you have a wonderful augmented reality program where you can set up Chone's glow to basically like be the video interface and then route that to the big screen in the living room, and they can try on outfits via augmented reality.
Doesn't everybody have that? That's just normal, right?
Yeah,
my
you
God.
have that. I don't think
100% normal. Everybody has that.
Shawn buys their clothes from like the equivalent of like a downscale Walmart.
Value Village.
Can we go lower?
I feel like
Dollar Tree.
I feel like at this point in the future, there's just clothes vending machines.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like they're
yeah.
for scrubs, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Is it the kind of like those washcloths, you know, that are just like super tiny? You have to put it in water for it to expand.
So yeah. I know my daughter loves those. She has
Oh yeah, there were when we
Disney ones are
flew
everywhere.
When we flew in, that's how Shawn got the other two outfits. There was a vending thing right at the airport.
Okay, so we can take care of this. Let's also see what we have to do for work. Have we heard from the boss at all recently? I know we sent them a report.
Not since last time.
So
You
I'm
haven't
gonna,
checked your email yet this morning.
yeah, I'm gonna check my email, check my messages real quick while we're here chit chatting.
The short version of the like long exord that you get from corporate, because it's written in their like official like operations format, which of course has to be 7 paragraphs, and there's, you know, must be 2 pages, and there's certain, you know, corporate style rules that everybody has to follow. Basically the short version is that they're rather impressed that you managed to kill 2 C-suite officers without getting caught, right? Basically, they want you to hold position because they're wanting you to evaluate whether it's time to start setting up the main corporate office in Silicon City. And if you are able to line up some clients, right? Mercenary groups, other corporations, stuff like that, you know, you of course would receive the standard bonus, you know, based on percentage of sale and gross margin.
And was this an email from our boss, Desi?
Yep.
Okay.
Did we all get it?
Yep.
Okay.
You, Maxi, and Zed.
So the summary
Everybody
is
replies all.
so the summary is good job. We're surprised you're competent. Hang out. See what happens.
Continue to gather intelligence.
Maybe find an office. Maybe find some clients.
Yes.
Okay.
That's their marching
Checks
orders.
out. I also think at like 6 o'clock this morning, there was also a reply all message from Max, just says K,
Oh, definitely.
just the letter K.
With a period after it.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
So I'm scrolling through this email. We're sitting at the table. We're eating some breakfast.
Shawn's
Have we
flipping
heard-
through outfits on the glow.
Have we heard from Apex yet?
Oh, Apex, how's your morning going?
oh, I'm glad you asked. So I of course did sleep in a little bit, and then woke up, made some coffee because I can't start my day without it, and then I did want to send an update to Alondra. Kind of letting her know just what we've learned so far, like with Redcap and the COOs being dead. I leave out that we killed them because she told me to like keep a low profile, and that's not a low profile.
It's big news that they died.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll just kind of update her on everything we've learned so far and send that on like an encrypted message and see if I get any reply from her.
You do. She basically sends you, it's, you know, identical WhatsApp and encryption. She basically says, so they were being surveilled by La Sagage from the minute they hit the ground? Question mark.
Yup. Period.
Okay. There's like a delay, and you see ... You know, the little like typing.
Oh gosh! And do the dots go away, and then they come back, and then they go, oh my god! I'm just like anxiously drinking my coffee through this whole thing.
Alondra messages you and says, Jay was not aware that LS had contracted them under surveillance. Then in the next message, it's, that's concerning. Do you think they're still under surveillance?
I'll reply with, I agree it's concerning. I don't know if they're still under surveillance, but we should assume they are until we know they aren't.
If they make, the last message you get is, if they make any overt moves, it may cause blowback from LS. Be careful.
I'm always careful. Winky face.
The next message she sends is, Jay on his way back from meeting in Chicago will be heading to Angel City.
Okay. Any other instructions for me?
Keep doing what you're doing.
Sweet.
You may have to decide how we're going to handle this going forward, but if LS makes an overt move, it may drag everything into the open. Your choices.
No pressure. I will send back a little, I got this, with a thumbs up emoji.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna send a little text to Shawn that just says breakfast.
I take a picture of our breakfast and then send it to Apex.
I send a little on my way. Or OMW for on my way.
Oh, it auto expands, so you know.
Okay, yeah. And I'll get ready and head over there.
Okay. It doesn't take you long to get there. Has Chone rekeyed the door to open to Apex's
Yes.
stuff? So the door clicks open as you approach it, and you see Chone and Zed sitting at the breakfast table. Zed appears to be messing with some AR fashion design program.
Oh, so is Chone. There's actually a 3D simulacrum of Chone on the big screen, and they're like trying different outfits. Currently, there's a leopard print leisure suit.
I swipe it into the trash can.
That one fit well.
Yeah, but it looked bad.
How did it look bad? Leopards
Wow.
are magnificent animals.
Have you tried neon? Neon's really in, at least to me.
Good
I
morning.
feel like neon is always in. Good morning.
Brings up like a neon lime green zoot suit type thing, complete with a big floppy hat.
Actually, in the current 1920s-ish plus cyberpunk style that's popular in Silicon City,
Yeah.
it looks similar to some outfits you saw at the club.
I mean,
So,
looks great.
I don't hate it, but I wouldn't wear it. That's all I'm saying.
I swipe left.
Yes, good morning. We've got coffee, we've got pastries, I've got eggs on the stove. Is there anything else I can prepare for you this morning?
Maxi's gone. Don't worry about it. It's a thing.
Oh. Should I not worry about it? I feel like sometimes.
Here.
Oh, thanks.
More fully.
Fully worked to visual effects. Snap.
We are pros now.
We need to take
Yeah.
a month off every game. That's what happens when we come back in.
Yeah,
Not
raising
do
the
that, but
bar.
I love it. I love it. Keep going.
Raising the bar. I will read the note and start helping myself to a little bit of everything. Food, coffee. and such. I mean, Maxi can handle himself. I just, hopefully he's not getting into any
He's probably
trouble.
fine.
It's probably
I'm sure there's. I mean, what kind of trouble could he get into all by himself?
Oh,
Well, when you
Let's
put
move
it
on.
that way, okay. How about that outfit?
Yeah. I mean,
It's burgundy.
yeah, the velour pants are a little much, I think.
It's a burgundy
But-
velour tracksuit.
I mean, I kind of like the yellow piping.
Yeah, tracksuits are good. Have you tried overalls? I'm a fan of that,
Like denim? Or
No.
neon?
No, neon, of course. Like,
I don't know if I can be part of this conversation anymore. If you're playing that's not on my account, I do not want the algorithms to recommend that to me. They know me better than that. That's an
oh
insult.
my God, Zed, I would just love to see you try that on.
No.
Shawn immediately changes the simulacrum to be Zed in that tracksuit, and there's big yellow gold chains as well.
Oh my God, yes.
Well, I'm gonna have to just make a new account.
I
because-
snap a little picture of it. It is now the background on
I
my
miss Maxi.
glow.
That's where we're at. I miss Maxi. You got us there in 5 minutes.
I mean, I could shoot something for you and bring the police.
I don't miss him that much.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair.
So, what are we gonna do today? Anybody have any plans? Anything we need to get done?
Like,
We could look, start researching places for a possible headquarters.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, actually.
this is like a Omni headquarters.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ah, cool. More
I mean, or we could go to a museum.
museum sounds fun.
Could we take over a museum for the headquarters?
I mean,
No.
It might be a nice lobby.
we could
Yes,
open a
but
museum.
no.
We could open a museum on the main floor and have the headquarters be above it.
Yeah.
Or we just go to a museum. Just
Is it-
throwing that out there.
Is there a museum that's also in an area of prime real estate so we can do both?
Yes, actually. So there's a couple of things. There is an Asian art museum on the east side over there. There's apparently a museum of the African diaspora. I'm trying to see. That's not really prime real estate. And apparently a museum to one of the largest corporate entertainment companies, who I can't say without a copyright strike. There's also a museum of craft and design that's in an industrial district on the east side of the bay.
Let's go there.
Yeah, I don't want to go to Yidzny.
No Jensen for you.
Yeah.
So before we start, setting up corporate headquarters here, maybe we should talk about everything we've learned and that's what's happened. And if Redcap was watching you, maybe you're still under surveillance. Have we haven't really looked into that.
I mean, that could be what Maxi's off doing.
True.
Maybe he spotted a tail and decided to take it into his own hands.
So what Lillian told us was that the people who were surveilling us when we first got here worked for Redcap.
Mm-hmm.
Redcap worked for the Sages.
Yes.
We don't know if we are still under surveillance.
Correct.
but if I remember correctly, Redcap is still in the area.
Think so?
I believe so, because
Lillian mentioned that he was out trying to hire more freelancers in the area, and one of you had said, well, what about us? And then someone else pointed out that Redcap probably wouldn't hire you because he knows who you are.
Okay, fair, but I just think that Redcap's bad news, right? We can all agree on that. Redcap works for the Sages, who are real bad news, and I just think we should, do some research or take some precautions. They probably don't want Omni here. But also screw them because, they suck, so...
That's why I think the art museum is a brilliant idea, because they'll show themselves.
Or we'll
if we're being
tailed for a little bit.
Yeah. Because we can always use the art museum's security system to check our back trail.
Smart.
True, I would love to hack into that, so...
So, should we go to the museum?
Let's go to the museum. I'll call a car.
Sure.
Which museum are you going to?
The last one.
The one in the industrial district.
Yeah.
Crafty one? The Museum of
Yes.
Craft and Design. Okay.
Really quick before the car gets called, Shawn takes down the video shopping, orders 3 more of their t-shirts, 3 more pairs of jeans, and the outfit for Zed.
Yes!
Okay. The system tells you that the drone will have it there in the next 35 minutes.
Okay, they can just leave it.
Okay.
Something for tonight.
So you do notice as you go downstairs that Maxi's beater car that he had parked out front is now gone.
Makes
So
sense.
your presumption is he
Could be stolen, could be taken.
So it's just something that you note. It takes a few minutes to call a car, and it's actually on the other side of Silicon City. So it's probably about a 35-minute drive. You get there. It's an old warehouse building, like 20th century. But it's got like holographic art installations on the front. It looks like they've put like they've got drone mounted projectors that project different stuff onto the walls. It's a gray 4-story building. No line right now, so you're able to walk straight up to the ticket booth.
I think they just opened, so we're here early. Yeah, go up and buy 3 tickets.
Okay. As
Put
you
'em on the
wander,
account.
as you wander through, it's a lot of really like experimental industrial stuff. So it's like repurposed industrial ROVs that are now like, instead of carrying like mining equipment for asteroid mining, are carrying like metal tulips, right? And have big happy faces on them. And there are like repurposed military exoskeleton armor suits that have, been, somebody put a pink tutu on it, and a blue mohawk.
My favorite exhibit is a short-term exhibit where they take the military exosuits and basically recreate classical art with them. So there's the Thinker sitting there, but it's an exosuit.
Very nice.
There's a Venus de Milo over there, that kind of thing. While Shawn's enjoying this, I'm gonna see what it might take to let's take a look at this network we're walking around in.
Give me a networks check.
Ooh, weak sauce today, 23.
You can see the network. It's a museum, so it's probably mid-tier security, you're guessing.
Okay.
But they've got, you're guessing this isn't like this isn't like a fine art museum where it's like, oh, this painting was 700 million souls, It's industrial art, so they do have cameras. They do have like brake sensors on the glass for the windows, stuff like that. But again, it looks just at first glance like mid-tier.
Okay. I just want to see if I can get into the cameras and dupe what they're seeing and write that to like a file so I can review it later.
Oh, okay. So instead of trying to get read access on their system, you're trying to dupe what the actual camera feeds are.
Yeah.
Okay. Fairly simple script.
I want to use it to check our back strip.
Give me a software check.
Got it. That's on page 2. That's better. 28.
You've got them basically localized to you. So what your script is doing is it's grabbing the nearest 12 cameras to you as you move through the space, and pulling that feed.
Yeah, and I just want to have it trail us by a minute. And I'm going to run facial recognition and an algorithm to match anybody to kind of, is there the same face showing up all the time, blah, 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 and then flag it.
Okay, give me one more software check to do that algorithm.
19. Ugh.
Okay.
I'm really distracted by this Rodan. I didn't think exoskeletons had nipples. Oh, hang on.
They shouldn't.
Sometimes they have flare launchers.
Oh. This one's got machine guns.
Are the machine guns the nipples?
Yeah, haven't you seen Austin Powers?
Oh, yeah.
Saddens me I had to explain that.
Zed, what are you thinking as you wander through?
So, one of the first things I am doing is looking at all the buildings that surround the museum.
Okay.
So I kind of view this as that big open air art installation, like huge warehouse, and things are just kind of haphazardly but carefully strewn about all the exhibits and things. And of course, there's big giant windows that run like the length of the building.
Mm-hmm.
So I am checking out the neighboring buildings and areas. Since this is more of an industrial district, I'm thinking if a corporate office was set up here, it could kind of play off that avant-garde genre of location.
Mm-hmm. So directly west of the museum, it looks like that's mostly 3x1. So it looks like there's some like restaurants with some cafes, some areas where some food trucks can park, along with basically kind of crappy apartments. East of the building, there's actually a giant power transformer station, literally just directly east of the actual building itself. South of the building, there's a few more warehouses, both to the southwest and the southeast. You're about 4 blocks from the bay, from the actual water, is where this location is. And so north, there's another set of warehouses. So it looks like this whole block on the east side of this street, which is... Give me a street name, please. Come on. Why are you not giving me places names? Roads. So you are on... What street is that? 3rd? Yeah. So you're on 3rd, and the corner of that side street is what? Sorry. It's not giving me... So yeah, I mean, it's mostly warehouses. There's one just to your north that looks like a whole complex of them. That does, at first glance, appear to be mostly unoccupied. It's old brick, literally old brick warehouses, and it's right next to a transit station. Does appear to be solar panels on the roof.
So I'm going to make a note of these addresses and locations, snap some pictures. I also want to make a note of what appears to be the residential areas so that I can track down what real estate company owns those properties and potentially buy them out to make a campus.
Okay. See where you're going?
I also want to do something else while I'm walking around.
Okay.
I want to text Robert.
Okay.
And I want to, first off, say, hey, good morning. How you doing? Are you alive and okay?
Okay. After about 5 minutes, you see that it has been read. And then nothing happens for a little bit.
That's fine. I'm just going to throw it out there and wait, see what happens.
Okay. Shawn, your algorithm, it takes about half an hour of you folks wandering around the museum, and your algorithm pings you. You're muted. Shawn, you're muted.
It pinged them so hard it turned off their microphone.
Yep.
Yep, obviously I was too busy talking to somebody else. I will definitely pull that up and route it to these two glows.
Okay. You see an individual who appears to be clumsily following you about the museum. It's a male, looks to be of Asian descent, standing about 5'11", thin build, dressed a little too casually, right? Almost to where, like, you notice that, like, they're kind of tugging at certain things, and Zed, as you look at it, you see that the outfit they're wearing kind of doesn't fit quite right. You know, like, you know how when you wear an outfit that you, like, may look the right way, but you don't feel comfortable in it? Because you're not used to wearing that type of clothes? Kind of gives off that vibe to Zed. But, Shawn, yeah, your algorithm definitely says that this person is your algorithm is of the opinion that they're following you.
Okay.
Can I try to hack their glow?
Give me a networks to see if you can spot it.
Oh, cool.
While Apex is hacking, do I recognize the face at all?
Nope.
To give a little bit of a distraction, Chon is going to stop and tie their shoelaces.
Okay.
And I got 13 total.
Wah, wah.
It's too muddled. They've got that guest Wi-Fi here, and unfortunately, this thing is just their guest Wi-Fi is a mess. You're thinking his glow's probably on it. In fact, you poke Zed because his glow accidentally walked into the guest Wi-Fi, and you're like, that is unsafe for your glow. But I'm assuming you and Shawn have things that are like, don't ever join Wi-Fi networks that I do not know.
Yeah. Don't trust stranger Wi-Fi network.
Right. And so their network is
stranger danger.
It's such a mess that you can't pick anything out of it, and there's at least 30 types of malware on it.
So
They must have just cleaned it.
this might be a bad idea.
The best ones always are.
I'm pretty good at sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Can I like casually walk past this guy and brush against him and try to pick his pocket to get his glow?
You absolutely can try.
Okay, let me make sure I'm adding the right things to this. Oh my god, I'm rolling terrible tonight.
Oh. I was going to ask if I could assist by doing something.
Well, this is an opposed roll, so he's going to make a perception check.
I don't think an assist is going to help because that's a 1.
Okay, so as opposed to picking his pocket, this
7?
This may
You
work
gave him
out
20 sols.
So what more ends up happening
Put your
is
glow in his pocket.
when you're trying to do it, you like reach in to grab his glow and then trip. Now you do come away with his glow, but you are currently laying on your back now, like holding his glow in front of you as he stares at you incredulously.
I immediately rush over. Oh my God, what did you do to this woman? How dare you assault her in this public space?
You brute!
He just reached out and tripped me and tried to steal my glow.
Zed,
Shawn-
go ahead and give me a deceit check. Shawn, what are you doing?
Shawn has pulled their shoe off, and it's like a canvas loafer. It's pretty low tech, and runs up and start whapping him on the arm with it. You brute! You brute! You brute! Don't attack my sister!
25.
Okay. Between Apex falling over and Zed like wagging his finger at this person and Chode whacking them with a shoe, he looks supremely confused all of a sudden. Like, what just happened? Like, he's like, Liz, can I just have my glow? You have my glow.
Okay, while they were distracting him, can I try to slip the glow into Zed's pocket?
Yeah. Give me another sleight of hand.
Oh God.
I will run verbal interference by stepping in front of him. It's like, what do you mean? I do not have your glow, young man.
And I am carrying on that this guy was trying to assault her or kidnap her.
That was 15 for sleight of hand?
So, unfortunately, he's like, no, you just tried to slip it into his pocket. Do you know him? Give me my glow back.
What are you talking about? This is my glow.
You tripped me.
At this point, you've now gotten the attention of the rent-a-cop security. And
I'm just gonna start crying.
This 55-year-old pot-bellied guy walks over, hitches his pants up. He's like, all right, what's going on here?
Oh, he's retiring in 2 days. That's too bad. This man attacked my sister.
Officer, thank you so much for coming over. We appreciate your assistance. I witnessed this happen. This man here assaulted this poor woman. I don't know if he was trying to solicit from her or kidnap her.
All three of you, give me deceit checks.
I'm getting a different dice for this one, you guys. This is
We're gonna see if he buys your story.
Non-natural 20.
Dirty 20. No. 24.
18?
Fortunately, you all only had to
Up.
beat a 4. That's right, I rolled a 4.
Liars win!
So the security guard looks over, he's like, all right, listen here, buddy. Why don't you just get out of here before we have to call the cops, all right? And he starts pushing the Asian guy toward the fire exit that's over on the side. And the guy's like, but they so much... And so he is bodied out of the fire exit, and the security guard comes back over. He's like, he helps Apex up, and he's like, I'm sorry, little lady. Did he... Please, are you okay?
I will be. It was just, it just tripped me out of nowhere. Just assholes these days. God, you can't enjoy art without being harassed.
Officer, thank you so much for your assistance. Your bravery saved this woman beyond a shadow of a doubt. You are to be commended. Maybe we can bring her to somewhere she could rest. Maybe an office.
He sent you a digital business card, and he goes, that's my boss. They They always like hearing nice things about us.
Yes, I will put you in for a commendation. Thank you so much. What can we do to take care of this young woman? She's
Are you
is there
okay,
somewhere-
man?
somewhere, your office, a restaurant downstairs.
Oh, take her. Why don't you take her to the cafe, and and he pulls out like some little vouchers for like free beverage and snack.
Oh, thank God. I need some coffee. Thank you.
Oh,
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well done.
Thank you.
as everyone knows, the only way to exit a museum is through the gift shop, and so you all wander through, and there's a little gift shop and cafe that is the only way out of this building.
Shawn buys
Right.
another shirt.
I absolutely use the voucher for more coffee.
Okay.
Who has the glow at this point?
Zed has
Zed?
that guy's glow.
All right.
So how long do you dilly-dally in the cafe?
Long
So
enough for me to duplicate or put a tracker on that glow.
Well, I think we should keep up appearance of like making sure you're okay.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
definitely overacting.
Yeah, I'm just like
And
savoring
then-
my coffee and
so other than this, do we think anybody else is watching us? I'll look over to Chone.
Joan, give me another software check.
You got it. 19.
Okay, there was at least one other tag inside the museum, and there's a car out front because you kind of swept up that car in your like radius for the exterior cameras.
All right, I'll pass that to these two glows.
So there is a gray late model sedan sitting out front with a driver who's not doing anything in it, and then there is another person inside the museum, female, Caucasian, blonde, looks to be maybe 22, dressed very much for the style of what college kids are wearing right now.
Neon hoodies.
I was gonna say neon.
Yeah, she's wearing bright electric blue high top sneakers,
Man.
neon pink parachute pants, and a neon yellow with orange piping on the sleeves crop top hoodie.
Styling.
You had me at crop top.
I have a migraine now. Imagine that.
Your software currently has her basically 2 rooms away from you. She has not exited the museum yet. It looks like she's holding position, but you're pretty sure your algorithm is pretty sure she's following you too.
Okay.
Which Zed, you know, is pretty typical protocol for that kind of tale.
The marks glow. I want to see if I can just either do a fast dupe on it or put a tracker in it like I did with the other guy.
Give me a software check.
Ooh, I rolled good for when it counted. 30.
Yeah, you've got a clean mirror on his thing. Not only have you mirrored everything that's on there right now, but you could literally turn this into a lost and found. If he ever picks it up again, anytime he gets a call, you will be able to mirror that call
Okay.
or
cool.
anything that's happening on that glow.
I will just, I'll take it from Zed and I'll kind of surreptitiously leave it where the person who's following us will see it when they follow us through the gift shop.
We could sneak it into her pocket.
Oh, and I'll quickly change the wallpaper to be. No, I'll quickly change the wallpaper to be a picture of that guy looking dumbfounded.
Okay. Easy enough. You grab a snip from one of the camera feeds and change the wallpaper.
So before we leave, or maybe as we're walking out, can we scan the contents of that glow real quick to see if we can glean any information? Because I feel like if they know we made them, they're just going to dump the phone. So can we look through contacts, texts,
Well,
emails,
that's why I duped
apps?
it.
Yeah, she's got it completely mirrored.
Okay. So should we head back to the apartment? See if that guy out there follows us?
I think it's lunchtime.
Cool.
Where's the fanciest place around here to eat?
Yeah, Apex, what do you recommend?
Oh.
Fancy or what Apex is going to recommend? Because that's seems to be two different things. Apex seems like Apex would be more happy in like a dive bar that served like greasy burgers.
I was just gonna say, is there a great burger joint in this area? Because that'd be more Apex's style.
I was more thinking someplace that money will get us into that they may have a hard time getting into.
Oh.
I also may or may not have watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off last weekend.
Do you think like that restaurant that they go to in the middle of the movie?
After they've been to the art museum? Yeah, that may have come up. I'm hoping for a parade later. Just saying.
So not fancy Apex, but you do know a place that you frequented a few times. It's just off Mission. It's called Pop's Burgers. And if you're not a regular in there, you're going to get spotted. You know what I mean? You know everybody that hangs out there. It's only a few miles from where you are. Probably about a 5-10 minute car ride. If you were to walk, it's about 1.5 miles from where you are.
I'm thinking probably car is a better idea. Because that's, if we walk, that's an awful lot of time for them to just
Shoot
scoop us up, shoot us, whatever they want to do. So ride share to this burger place, and then we can kind of figure out a game plan for how to handle them.
Now, are you trying to lose them as you get in the ride share, or are you not worried about it?
I don't think we're worried about it. We want to see if they'll follow us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of confirm that they're after us.
Yeah, I want to see if that car comes after us.
Okay. They do. So as you grab your ride share, you've seen better surveillance jobs in your time, but they're not the best, but they're not the worst, you know, but they do pick you up and they're following you wherever you're going. So, your ride share takes you down the road.
What does that guy's glow show up on GPS as being behind us? Or is it still at the museum?
Nope, it's behind you.
Oh.
Cool.
Again, they're not stupid, but they're not
We're following them.
the brightest. So you get to the burger joint, hop out. This is pretty much all like ground floor retail, very typical Silicon City, like apartments above it. You see like a tiny little dance club. You see like a little like a clothing consignment place. That's kind of the neighborhood you're in now. Rickety fire escapes above in the building. That kind of stuff. So you hop out and head into the burger place, which is right there. It's got like a little red awning above it. A bunch of neon beer signs in the windows. Everybody give me a perception check.
Oh.
Ooh.
Natural one.
Those burgers smell delicious. That's all Zed's thinking about. It's like, man, oh wow, I didn't realize how, like, you know that feeling you get when you just take that whiff of like a really good burger and you suddenly like your mouth starts to water and you're like, oh man, I didn't realize how hungry I was.
Man.
Almost critted, so 24.
26.
Chone and Apex notice they do manage to find like a little street parking spot about 3 doors down from the thing, and they watch you guys walk into the restaurant. The food smells delicious.
Oh yeah, we're ordering
table.
food.
Yeah.
It's a weekday, so it's not super busy. So it's not hard to find a table. Do you want like a booth? Do you want like you can actually sit out front. There's like a little like turf pad across the sidewalk where you can eat outside.
Yeah,
you
I
can
think
eat
that
on the tables
sounds
by the
great.
windows.
Let's make them watch us
Yeah.
while we eat really good burgers.
Best burgers. While we're doing that, is there a way to like, I mean, because cars are all like electronics now. Is there a way to like hack into their car to disable it remotely?
Because of a lot of different regulation and because of the threat of that, hacking cars, like cars are one of the items that have, like, by regulation, have really, really good cyber security. It's possible, but it's very, it's very, very, very difficult to do. The SR on that would be something like 150. Like, it's a multi-person.
Okay, so like that's not the most reasonable plan of action.
Can we review some of the info on that glow while we're sitting here
Yeah.
eating?
Yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely can.
Before we do that, so we're gonna order burgers. Shawn actually orders three of the low-end cheap burgers and fries to go, and asks them to deliver it to the car. That gray sedan, three doors down.
Power move. I love it.
Okay. So you all grab your good burgers and
With a
some drinks.
milkshake.
Ooh,
Oh, a
milkshakes,
milkshake.
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get the milkshake.
Okay. And you take seats at the little round cafe style table there. About 2 minutes after you sit down, the runner from inside of the bar runs out to the car, hands them the burgers, and the car speeds away really fast, realizing you are sure that they were made.
Amateurs should take in the
Wow.
food.
I know. Like these are really good burgers.
So since we have that glow mirrored and tracked,
Yep.
We know where they're going.
Yeah.
did they? Is the glow moving with the car, or do
yeah.
you think they threw? Okay,
Yeah, it's moving with the car.
so it's not like you threw it out the window.
No.
No, I figured that if they were either gonna play it cool or they were gonna spook and go back to wherever it is they're set up.
Smart.
Yeah, so let's hang out and eat, watch where they go, and read
yeah.
what's on his phone.
This milkshake's amazing.
Hell yeah.
This person, his name is Jason Nakamura. You could tell he's a mid-level freelancer. Looks like he does mostly surveillance and human stuff. You do see some messages from Redcap on his phone, basically hiring him, and then pictures of your crew and the address where you live. Except for Apex. And he says, I don't have an address on this one yet, but she'll show at their apartment eventually. And basically, negotiations about payment. Give me a... That's just like surface level stuff. You can either give me an intel analysis or a counterintelligence check. Anyone who wants to.
They are the same score for me.
I'm assuming Chone is sharing with everyone. With the
Oh
group.
yes, 100%.
Okay.
Oh, they would have sent it over to Apex right away.
Yeah. I'm not very good at that, but I'm gonna roll.
Please roll better than my natural one.
Oh boy. Can I use my tech head for that?
Oh.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
Tech heads for your hacking stuff.
Well, you know. Okay. How does 6 do?
Ned?
I don't have that skill.
Either
I mean-
one of them?
Technically, I have a 10, but I did roll a nat 1.
You're not getting more than service level stuff. He's got a bunch of contacts on there, any number of which could be the other two people that you saw him with. So on the phone itself, you're not getting a whole lot.
But we have contact information for Redcap.
Yep.
Ooh, let's text him. I mean, don't do that. That's a terrible idea. Don't listen to me.
Redcap, what are you wearing?
I miss you.
Is his contact just a picture of a red baseball cap?
Oh my gosh.
No, it actually looks like a red goblin.
Well, if Maxi comes back, maybe he could take a crack at this.
We're gonna have him shoot it?
Maybe that'll help. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like texting Redcap first is a better plan.
Not
Well,
to
right now-
either, if that's the case. Has Robert texted me back?
Yes. Actually, you didn't notice until just now. And he goes, I'm fine. Sup?
Might have a line on a job. How big a crew can you get?
Pretty new to town. Let you know tomorrow.
Cool.
What's the job? ... Specialties? Question mark.
Still putting that together. But consider surveillance and or wet work.
He goes, okay, let me know.
I'll come back to that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we wrap up lunch. Real good burgers, good fries.
Right.
Fries make the place. So
Floppy, they're the real thin cut floppy ones.
like a shoestring.
Yeah.
But they've got the fry sauce.
Oh yeah.
I do like a good
Yeah.
shoestring.
I get a to-go bag for Maxi.
In case he returns.
In case.
In case he comes back, yeah.
If he doesn't, we'll eat it for him.
Oh, 100%.
It's not going to go to waste.
The bag may be empty when he comes back, but it's the thought.
Yeah, he'll appreciate it.
Okay, so is there anything else we need to do while we're out? I've got some stuff I need to do back at the apartment.
No, unless we want to. Where did they end up in their headlong flight away from us?
In their headlong flight away from you. One moment. So they didn't go super far. They're still on the west bay side of where they're at. It looks like it's a house.
Well, we could go counter surveil them.
Is that really
yeah.
our skill set, though?
Looks like a little, based on your, you're kind of using your glow to, do like street view and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gray stucco 2-story house.
Okay. What's the address there? I don't need the. Can I get the address?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's easy to do.
I'll run a property search on that address.
Looks to be owned by a shell corporation.
Can I trace the shell back to its parent corporation?
Yeah. Give me a counterintelligence check.
Okay, and I cannot use tech head with that?
Nope.
Or can I?
No.
Okay.
Already tried that.
17.
Yep. It leads to another shell corporation that owns looks like they own a total of 70 houses on the West Coast. Most of them are rented out like Airbnb style, but it looks like there's 2 in Silicon City, 2 in Angel City, and then 2 up north in the stack that they keep off the books that they're not using. One of which is the address that they appear to be at.
Okay.
Again, it's another shell corporation.
Does any address on that list appear to be the apartment that Maxi shot up when we first got here?
Yep.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Hey.
Oh, remind me later when we're done with these people to send food to wherever they are, so we know so we can tell them that we know where they live.
Do you want to keep digging through the shell corporations?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't decided where to go yet. So once Shawn's gonna get kind of lost in this.
Give me one more counterintelligence roll.
No, I'm done. That's enough one.
You're just not
Like
lucky
to phone
tonight.
a friend.
Can I help?
No, that's 10. So
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, Apex. You
Okay.
can help.
What was this?
counterintelligence.
Oh.
Or intel analysis, either one.
Oh boy, those are the same thing. I'm just kind of like, scrolling on the glow and sipping the last of my milkshake and not paying attention at all because that's a nat 1 as well.
Ow. Your team's having a day of it today.
Cannot roll tonight.
Wow.
Stop
You're not
using
wrong.
skills.
maybe your team like takes a 5-minute break, has a drink, comes at it fresh. Again, do you want to phone a friend? Do you want to do anything?
I do want to send a little encrypted message to Alondra that just says, "Yep, still being followed."
Alondra asks you for information. Like, what do you have?
I will send her the name of the guy and the addresses of those houses owned by the Shaw Corporation.
Okay.
And say they just left with some really awesome burgers.
No, they didn't take the burgers.
Oh, they didn't take the burgers.
No, they took the burgers. They just.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay, they
like,
just
yeah,
they just
they just
dined and
sped off.
dashed.
I had such a low opinion of them.
Alondra goes about 10 minutes later, as you are about to get your ride share back to the apartment. Alondra texts you back and goes, "Those are owned by field operations for Identico Corp."
Okay.
Are we done? Because that actually feels like a cliffhanger.
Oh, we still got time.
Oh boy.
Okay, just saying, if I was editing our show, that's where I would be done with that. So
Yeah.
I am torturing my listeners though. So
I know. Like when you put the name of something in an episode, that's just like the chef's kiss.
Yeah.
I will share that information with Zed and Shawn.
So the buildings that they're in are owned by Identico?
Yes.
yep.
Well, once you follow all the rabbit trails.
That means
So
Identico has a vested interest in whatever it is we're doing right now.
or does that mean Red Cap works for Identico? And he's just using corporate assets.
Could be either.
I feel like we need to, at our apartment, like maybe on the wall or something. Can we get some yarn? I feel like.
Yeah, let's hit a craft store.
Yeah, I feel like we need a yarn wall.
Y'all hit the craft store on the way home.
Because even by 2099, there's still no good way to do this digitally, is what we've
No.
just demonstrated.
No. Yarn wall's the best way to go.
Yep.
We'll get some like note cards to push pins,
Okay.
Some cardstock printer paper, some
Sharpie.
little pictures of people, and
Oh, yeah.
The last thing Alondra texts you is watch your back.
Already doing that, but I'll try. You ever just have a bad day where you can't seem to do anything like to your full potential? That's the kind of day I'm having.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Like if I had to put it in a scale, I would say like I'm about a 1 out of a 20 today.
at least twice.
Okay.
At least, so.
So you grab some yarn and note cards and head
Yeah.
back to the apartment.
Mhm.
What are your characters trying to suss out?
Can Can you, just for my sake, like, where does Identico fit in?
They run the chip program. They developed the chip program. They were the ones that the United Nations partnered with to ensure that the chip program was put in place worldwide.
So, like, probably one of the most powerful
Corporations on the planet?
corporations. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Cool.
Don't give them
Remember
a
how we
virus.
felt when the UN was looking at us?
Can I send
actually,
them the virus?
As you're driving back, it does pop into Zed's head because he knew about the IOG virus, and the fact that at that time it seemed weird to Zed that the IOG was looking at you folks, because you're in the grand corporate scale. You're like here, you're not at the bottom, but you're not, you're not in that tier 1 level, right? And so it struck all of you as odd. That part of it is striking you as less odd now, but you don't know why. I see Caleb's face. Caleb is deep in thought.
I'm just swimming around down here, trying to find something.
How are your characters feeling? Are they feeling dread? Are they excited?
I mean, I'm feeling so much dread. I want to go get a Jenga tower.
Does Jenga exist in 2099?
Sure.
It's got it. It's a class.
It's like a weird
there's actually-
holographic Jenga.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's retro Jenga right now.
Yeah, so it's retro. It's like at
Oh.
bars. You're gonna get the Jenga towers made from 2x4s.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a digital version, but like everybody wants the cool retro one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Zed is turning all this over. He's definitely stumped. I'm gonna do the whole shower principle, where I'm gonna go do something totally different, and hopes that by being distracted, an idea comes up.
So smart.
Okay.
So I am going to write a report about. No, it's a good shower though. I'm gonna go write a report about all of the real estate around the museum.
Okay.
I'm
Just
not,
to be a completely different topic.
completely different topic.
Right.
And all I'm doing is surface level what anybody could look up on Google of this
Real estate
address.
market study. Yep.
Yes, it's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go to work on that. We're gonna get back to the apartment. I'm gonna make a snack. Well, no, we
Take
just
off
had
the
lunch.
tie. Do you take off the tie?
No, take it off. Loosen the tie. Roll up the sleeves to like right here.
Yeah.
I do have a question. Has Chone's clothing package arrived?
Oh yeah. No, that arrived while you were out.
When Zed's in the shower.
I didn't say I was in the shower. It's the shower principle.
Okay. Well, darn,
When-
because I was
when-
gonna swap out your clothes for that.
Oh, I locked my door. No one comes into my room when I'm in the shower.
I can unlock
Damn
that
it.
door.
Damn it.
I do the movie thing where I put a chair right behind it, and that miraculously keeps it closed to anybody.
Okay, you do hear a weird thump and as Apex realizes that she can't open the door. Gosh, yeah, I'm gonna start writing some names on our cards,
Yeah, we're building
And-
the yarn wall.
and I just kind of like hold them up and just. I mean, I don't know how they fit together. It's.
So
I mean, it looks like we only have a really. If we want to, we can either attack this head on, ignore it, and pretend it'll go away, or call for help.
We don't need help.
You do understand that this, Redcap, Sages, Identico, UN, kind of, we're not being very stealthy. but this is a bigger game than we were given to understand.
It's a bigger game. Okay, yeah, so... Sorry, I'm multitasking here, which is not my strong suit. Alright, so we've got these cards, and I'm gonna just like pin an Identico one up to the wall. And then I'm going to, we're just gonna, there's gonna be so many pins in this wall, like, hopefully
Not
there was
getting
like
back your security deposit.
yeah, that I have like zero regard for the security deposit. So I'm
That's
going
assuming
to
it won't be on fire at the end.
yeah. So I'm going to like take some yarn and a bunch of pins, and I'm gonna make like this yarn circle, and like containing Identico, and then I'm going to put 3 blank cards in that circle with it.
Okay.
And I'm also going to do a red cap one that I'm going to attach to that circle.
Okay.
With like another like yarn coming out of it. And I'm going to say, so that's a piece of the puzzle right here. These 4, you could call them sages. Identico's part of that.
Chun grabs the markers and the cards and puts up a couple more. One for Lillian and one that says Pero. And kind of puts them on the fringes. We have these. What's their ties? I mean, Lillian knows Redcap.
Yeah, Lillian knows everybody, I think. She's not... She wouldn't work for Redcap or the Sages. She's very anti-corp, you could say. Which I respect. But yeah, there's a bigger picture here. And I might know some little pieces to it.
Chun hands you a bunch of cards and markers.
Okay, well here's the thing though. You'll work for Omni.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of, you could say pro-corp.
Well, pro-Omni.
Yeah. I mean, like, I absolutely trust you as a person, but I don't trust Omni with this information. And I don't know all of Omni's intentions. I do think Omni coming in here and upsetting this, and I'm gonna kind of like wave over the 4 cards with the circle around it. I think that's a good idea. Mess with this.
Okay.
Also, it's extremely dangerous.
Figured that part out.
Yeah.
You get a ping on your glow. And Chun's having like a perfectly normal, banal conversation about, Omni is wonderful. I've been there all my life. It basically says, if you need to talk about this in private, use this chat room. And it's basically, you can tell it's located on a server out in the Cheyenne Nation that seems to be off of Omni's network.
Okay. So while I'm like listening to the the lame verbal conversation like, yeah, whatever. Omni's great. Yeah, sure. I get it. I'm going to send you a message back that says sages are incredible bad news. The original sages were the cause of the nuclear bombs.
And I mean, they give us like every other Friday the ice cream. Friday cream.
I love ice cream. That's great.
Yeah, on Fridays it's pretty icy. Yeah, we should probably get some ice cream later.
Yeah. I mean, we did just have milkshakes, but you can never have too much of that, right? Like ice cream, milkshake.
You get a text message that's basically just exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
And you get a response that says, yeah, fuck the corpse.
Well, fuck the sages.
They're kind of the corpse.
Are they?
Yeah. Kind of like CEOs of the corpse.
Yeah, but not of Omni.
Oh, boy.
Technically, Shawn is not wrong.
Technically not wrong.
CEO of Omni.
Oh boy, but Omni's still a corp. Anyway, so yeah, ice cream later, great plan.
I mean, and Shawn's like, I mean, the great thing about corpses is they're all different. I mean, you have corpses that are doing really bad stuff, then you have corpses that are doing really good stuff. They're kind of like guns. I mean, it's not the gun's fault that it kills somebody. It's the person who's using it.
Shawn took that right out of the Libertarian Handbook.
Oh boy. But also, like,
Something tells me Shawn's heard that argument before.
It's not like power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Isn't that a saying? Something like that.
Yeah, I've seen it in a video somewhere.
Yeah. I don't trust any corpse. My sister died because of a corpse. I don't trust any of them. Ever.
That's fair. I mean, I'm just saying I can't imagine every corp being rotten.
Well, maybe we just, take things cautiously. And we don't assume Omni's perfect. And we gather the evidence, and if it points to them being good, then great. If it points to them needing, people watching out for their actions, great.
Well, are you thinking that Omni's part of the Sages?
No.
Okay, I thought you were just like,
no.
Okay, so no. They're sages, and we've been working for them all along, and
no, I mean, I do think that they could help upset this balance here.
So
I just think that we should be cautious.
In this sort of thing, a corp would be doing something good.
I see what you did there.
Oh, I'm loving that back and forth.
Oh. Okay, yes, that would be a good thing that a corp could do.
But I can also admit that corps can do good things. Corps are like people.
Corporations are people.
Well, they are kind of run by people, so.
I mean, people do good things, people do bad things, people do good. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's look at it this way. We know somebody who allegedly just killed 2 people last night. I don't think he's a bad person. I mean, not really.
I don't think he's like an evil person. I think he's a morally gray person.
I think he's just very direct and kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, so you got people of all different, outlooks. So corporations are going to be like that too. So if Omni turns out to be the bad guys in this, well, I'm right there with you about, fuck that corporation too. But I mean, we were living on the street. We had nowhere to live in BA, and they hired my dad and that took me to school, and they've done very well by me and my family. So I give them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt because I haven't seen anything, Maxi.
Yeah. Sorry, I forget sometimes that they can do good things too.
So if Omni can help, maybe Omni can help us take out these sages,
I mean, that would be awesome.
Zed, what are you doing?
Yeah, I tried to get in there and swap outfits, and he put a chair by the door.
All right, so
Did Zed's shower plan work?
We'll see. So I'm wrapping up my real estate report. And I'm thinking. And this thought pops in my head. It's probably not a good thought. But I'm going to do it. So I'm going to take a pen, a marker, whatever, get a piece of paper. I'm going to write real handwriting. And I'm going to say IOG. I can get you red cap, but I need a job and your protection. If you're on board, give me a spam call from a flower company, whatever. And I'm going to look at it with my robot eye for a while and then crumple it up and set it on fire in the trash can.
And then you all smell smoke.
And then I'm just going to go back out.
He's thinking really hard.
And, oh, hey, what's going on?
Are you okay?
Oh, perfectly fine. Why, what's up?
Here.
You see stuff on the yard wall.
And you're being handed a bag of clothing.
I open the bag.
It's a shrink-wrapped bag of clothing.
I immediately throw it in the trash can.
Sad. We need to figure out a situation where he's gonna have to wear that as a disguise.
So yeah, this is crazy. I don't know what any of this is. Talking to the yarn wall.
It's the yarn wall.
It's what we know at this point.
It's just the little bit that we know at this point.
Cool, which is basically nothing. Right? Like, so someone's following us, they work for someone else, they work for someone else. We don't know why they're following us.
Shawn's got a stack of cards and they carefully write out one at a time and put them up on the top of the board. The letter S, then N, A, F, and then U.
Snafu. Nice.
Yep. For sure.
As long as we don't get to Tarfu, Fubar or Bohica, we're okay.
Nice. So a little while later, Zed, you do get a spam call.
I answer the spam call.
They ask you if you were looking for daisies.
Yes, absolutely.
And they said, do your partners like daisies too?
No, this is just for me.
It's kind of a package deal.
I suppose I could try to convince them.
Well, that's entirely up to you. You can call us back at this number, and let us know if you'd like more than one bunch of daisies.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. How late in the day was that?
Right now, so you did your thing. Apex and Shawn, I'm in my mind's eye. That conversation that Apex and Shawn had took longer because Shawn had more questions about
that was like an all-day thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's like 4 o'clock.
Yeah, it's probably getting closer to early evening now. You're probably getting close to 4 or 5 because you had lunch around lunchtime, but then it took time to get back to the apartment. You have to, oh man, I had to go to the bathroom and then, kind of get set up and unpack your cards, and you went in and started pulling up your computer. So yeah, it's probably about 5.
Shawn had to try on all their outfits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Shawn, are any of those chuckleheads still around us, following us, or do we appear to be clean right now?
Check the location of the phone.
They are not where they were. They are actually a building
Across the
in the
street.
corporate district. No, they're in the corporate district.
Oh, okay.
What building in the corporate district?
1 minute.
And are there any offices of note in that building in the corporate district?
There is. They're at the Millennium Tower. And there is, most of the building is leased by Identico. There's about 5 or 6 other companies that have, contracting companies that have smaller, 1 floor.
I'm kind of getting sick of that.
Of what?
I'm talking to these two.
What?
Of
Them following us. Why are they following us?
Apparently they think we pose a threat.
We could go ask.
I feel like that's a bad idea.
A good bad idea or a bad idea?
I feel like
I
that's
love
the
a good bad
equivalent-
idea.
I feel like that's an equivalent idea to Maxi shooting an apartment building when we just got to the city.
If they wanted us dead, we'd be dead. They obviously want something from us. Best way to find that out is ask them.
That's
Or-
actually a really good point.
Or ask someone who knows more than them. Here's what I'm thinking.
I mean, I haven't prayed in a long time. I'm sure there's a church around here somewhere.
You saw one by the burger place. It was Russian Orthodox, but it was there.
They
So
have
here's
great
what I'm
hymns.
thinking. We know Redcap's out there.
Mm-hmm.
We more or less have the ability to get hold of Redcap.
Probably.
We know Redcap, at least for a minute, was hiring teams,
Mm-hmm.
probably to come after us.
Or at least surveil us. They haven't
Right.
actually attacked us yet.
Right. What if we set up Redcap?
Like a trap? Or a
Yes.
What?
black?
So we're the bait. We set up a team that gets work for Redcap to follow us or do whatever. But our ace up the sleeve is that we bring in somebody who wants Redcap. And the bargaining chip is that by this setup and trap, if they get red cap, or at least get a lead to red cap, we get some safety and some answers.
I mean, I can send it to corporate and see what they think.
Answers
No.
from whom?
You're talking about calling in like like a spec ops team.
I'm
And,
talking about calling somebody.
Well, I mean, we've got the budget. I mean, we could just call back home and get somebody on the plane.
No, I think we can go to someone a little bit bigger.
Also, how would we know that Red Cap themselves would come?
Well, I don't think they would necessarily come, but if we know he's hiring someone to do a job, and we can hand ourselves to that team, who would then bring in Red Cap, maybe that's the setup for the people who want Red Cap.
So we're getting ourselves captured?
Maybe.
And this is less crazy than us just showing up at their doorstep.
I feel like it is, because I think 3 randos walking into the Identico offices saying, "Hey, what's up?" is very dangerous.
I mean, I'm a freelance hacker, but yeah. I mean, I'm just a little iffy on the details of your plan.
Yeah, I mean,
So
do we
I'm
need a
making it
rapid
up as we
response
go.
team, or
I'm making it up as we go right now, so that's cool because we're all a little bit iffy. But
oh, you're thinking we all go into disguise? We disguise ourselves and try and get hired on as people who are going to take us to Red Cap.
no, remember the dude with the magic hands?
Yes.
Yes.
I think he and his buddies can become the team because he's a deniable asset.
That's assuming that he wasn't on that job for Red Cap.
He wasn't.
How do you
He
know?
was carrying out a personal vendetta, and now I more or less have him in my pocket.
Oh.
That's the fact that Maxi killed his sister,
That's a little bit.
pops into your
Okay,
head.
so
I mean, that also means he wants to kill us. He's got good motivation, and I let him live, and I'm possibly handing him a paycheck. Playing all the angles.
okay, yeah, like I get like the hiring a team, that part makes sense. It's the who we're handing Red Cap off to that is a little unclear for me.
I mean, yeah, we could get him out of here probably and send him back to Buenos Aires.
Well, I've got a possible line on a sponsor who wants Red Cap and is probably going to bargain for some protection and safety for us to get it done.
Okay, but like, here's the thing. I don't trust corporations.
It's not a corp.
Most people, if I'm being perfectly honest. So I feel like Red Cap has all kinds of intel. So handing Red Cap off to this unknown entity is a little bit, makes me a little bit nervous. Just kind of throw that out there.
Again, that's why we hand them to Omni.
I think we need to go to a higher power than Omni. No offense to the bosses, but
I haven't prayed
we
in a
can
long
play-
time either, so I don't.
I think we can play to a bigger hand here.
We kind of, our employers are kind of our big hand.
Okay, then we're playing to the body that owns the hand.
Okay, how about we just like stop talking in riddles and
This is confusing.
who are you talking about? Let's just like, here's a table. Let's put all our cards on it.
But
if everyone is playing all their cards, because I feel like you might not have played all of your.
And I know you haven't played all of yours, so we're
Shawn
in a bit
is
of an
sitting there
impasse.
looking between them, like just.
So don't take my laughter. By the way, I love this. By the way, but I'm like this is great. This is fly on the wall. Like I know you haven't played your cards, but you haven't played all of yours. So let's all play our cards.
I am not left-handed either.
Look,
Love it. This is what I've always wanted.
everybody has some cards we haven't played. I don't think we have to play our cards to get along with each other. Everybody has some secrets. Everybody has some secret contacts.
Hey, how about one card a person? You tell us who this person is that we'd be giving up red cap to. I show you one of my cards. And Shawn, does Shawn have cards? Shawn, do you have any cards?
I mean, I could go buy a deck.
Okay, don't worry about it. You're good.
Okay.
Okay, so
will
play that card first.
I will take a Sharpie and just write 2 letters on the Sharpie on the card. A U and an N.
Fun.
I don't think the
Gun?
UN likes me. Aren't they the ones that I hacked? Oh shit, did I tell Zed that I hacked them?
I don't know if Zed knows that.
He does now.
Whoopsie. Whoopsie daisy.
Shawn grabs a marker and cards, and the letters are now replaced with TARFU.
Okay, so I might have hacked them, by the way. Just a minor detail. Okay. Gosh, sorry.
I'm going to grab a white noise generator and put it in the middle of the table.
Okay.
That's why I wrote stuff down instead of talking about.
Sorry, I've got like my own virtual yarn wall going on here. So I'm going to on the wall there's the yarn circle and the 4 cards. One of them says Identico. On that one, I'm going to write Allison Quintero. Also, I hacked the UN, so I kind of feel like I gave you 2 cards. You're welcome.
Where do you place that? Where do you place that card in the thing?
That card, I write it on the Identico card, which is already in the circle.
So you're implying that she is one of the sages.
Yes.
Okay.
Interesting.
Dead man about town that you are, you know that Allison Quintero was the CEO of Identico.
I was just going to ask what Zed knows about that name.
I mean, it's like knowing Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk,
Yeah.
etc. It's she runs one of the largest corporations on the planet. She was on the technical team that developed the chip. She's very well known.
That makes sense.
I don't think the UN would like me. I'm just throwing that out there.
I
We already
mean,
attacked us once.
it's
I mean, it was a pretty sweet virus. I should show you sometime.
it's a pretty common tactic to bring in people like that. It's an
Wait, so
option we
you
can
were-
explore.
Are you working for the UN?
Not yet.
But you work for Omni.
Currently.
So you like putting in your 2 weeks notice?
People have multiple jobs.
Not usually with conflicting interests, though.
We don't know it's conflicting yet.
Do we know what the UN's interests are?
I can find out.
Okay.
Are you gonna walk into the UN building and ask? Because that sounds like the plan that I had that you got shot down.
Kind of where we started.
No, I just have to make a phone call. Boop, 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 boop.
And you're just like, hey, UN, what are your goals?
Alex,
No, I'm dialing the phone right now.
I'm going to
Oh.
track. I'm going to track that call.
Oh, he appears to be calling a flower shop in the Mission District. And the phone, the person answers on the other side, and they say, hello, Daisy's Flowers.
Hey, this is Zed returning your call about that order from earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need it for the whole house, please.
Wait, what?
Oh, well, we can do that. Hang on just 1 second.
As the moment
Do you
gets
want it
longer-
delivered, or would you like to pick it up?
I think a delivery would be best.
Are they
If
gonna tell us
possible,
what
if it's
their
not
goals
too difficult.
are? Is that
No,
what
I mean we can do that. 30 minutes.
We'll be here.
Hey, hang up.
Cool. We just gotta wait for a little bit. Anyone hungry? I'm hungry.
What just happened?
Yeah, so is this like they gonna tell us what their goals?
We're gonna
you
find out in
arranged
30
a
minutes.
meeting?
What are you all doing for the next 30 minutes?
I'm
Why
gonna
do
go
I-
make some food.
Why do I feel like you just signed me up for something
Because I
I
probably did.
that I didn't necessarily want to be signed up for?
Shawn is creating a digital dead drop that if they don't cancel it every 8 hours, sends a full report of what just happened and like everything we've thought of up to this point to back to the Omni. Basically saying, it basically has a note saying, Zed got us killed. Here's what we know. Please don't take it out on mom and dad.
I am sending a message to Alondre saying, please help. What does the UN want? I think I'm in over my head.
So you tell her that Zed called the UN, and she goes. So you see ... stop ... stop.
Oh my god, that gives me
Dun,
such
dun, dun.
anxiety. I start pacing.
Okay. At the end of it, she goes, this actually might work out. Jay was looking for a way to make contact. Maybe going through you for the time being is safest. Are you up to it? Question mark.
You hear Apex just like groan, and then I'm going to reply with a sure thing, smiley face, thumbs up,
Emoji.
winky. Like too many emojis for it to be actually confident.
Okay.
But yeah.
So the last thing she sends is she says, if they question you about what you know, don't give them names yet, but tell them you can tell them what happened to Rob Barnes.
Can I tell them what happened to Rob Barnes?
You don't know what happened to Rob Barnes.
Okay.
The name sounds familiar in your head. You're not sure why.
And what if I maybe accidentally already gave them one name?
That's fine. Just
Okay.
don't give them Jay's name yet. Just
Oh yeah, no, I didn't give them that name.
if they ask, tell them you can tell them what happened to Rob Barnes. That should pique their interest.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, I got this.
Okay. What do you,
You know
guys
me,
snack-
I'm subtle. I can
What are you snacking on before,
handle this.
you know?
I'm
Is
gonna
it
go.
something that possibly could have spilled onto your shirt, so you need to put on the nearest convenient clothing as the door gets knocked upon?
Oh no.
Oh no, I'm gonna whip up and make a sauce out of some sausage and tomato paste and a cream base. I'm just gonna make like a nice little snacky dish.
Okay.
It's like a very hearty pasta dish.
Okay.
I make another cup of coffee that I am anxiously drinking right now.
Joan?
I have a farewell Twinkie.
Oh.
So I'm expecting we're going to get killed here very shortly.
Okay. So after about 20 minutes, you hear a knock on the door.
Pull up the camera feed of the hallway.
You see two people standing there. One is a woman. She looks to be about, just off the top of your head based on your camera feed, she looks to be about 5'9", 5'10", looks to be mixed in descent, like curly hair. She's wearing like a hoodie crop top, but this one's like in maroon, and she's got like capris on, like black capri leggings and some tennis shoes. The person with her is a guy. He looks like a mixed African and Asian. He's about 5'10". He's wearing like, not a velour, but like he's wearing like a black track jacket with like some track pants, nice sneakers. They appear to be carrying 2 fists of liquor and a half rack of beer.
I will push the little buzzer on the
Are
door.
those your friends?
Yes, hello.
Party? Should we have ordered
So she walks in first. She's like, "Hey guys, how's it going? It's so great to see you again." And after he walks in, you notice. So the guy sets down the thing of beer and he pulls out a little like wandy looking thingy,
Checking
and
for
pulls out
listening
like
devices.
4, like it's got little legs, and he sets it down on the floor. And she shuts the door. She's like, "Well, anyone need a drink?"
I
Yes.
think we can pour some drinks. You want some dinner? I made pasta.
"No, I'm fine, thanks."
Okay. I'll get some glasses, set them out, start pouring drinks.
She's like, "Do you want credentials?"
Yes. I assume the room is safe at this point.
He looks over at the guy and he goes, "Yeah, boss, we're good." And then he literally grabs a beer, goes over to the couch by the window and kind of like plops down on it. And after he plops down on the couch and is kind of looking out the window, you notice he's basically like pulled a submachine gun out of his like track jacket. He's got it like hidden by the couch and he's watching out the window.
So I'll turn back to the lady.
She sets down the 2 bottles of liquor, the half rack of beer. She goes, "Drink up." She holds out her arm. She goes, "Who wants to scan?"
Do we just scan this off of our glow, or is it like something on the table?
You can, Shawn and Apex both have the ability to do a baseline scan of a chip. It's just a near field communicator.
I'll
Alright,
scan her chip. I thought she wanted to scan ours. I was like, well,
Nope, she's
fuck that.
offering you hers.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
Why
Yeah.
not?
Do it. Do the thing.
Holy cow. That's 30.
Yeah. So with that, you immediately recognize, like, because this thing's got enough digital signatures on it to, like, there's no way it can be faked. That's what you get off of it, Shawn.
Okay.
She's got special diplomatic dispensation. She is an IOG operative. It identifies her name as Adeline Kavanaugh. And she's a level 6, appears to be field operative with the United Nations Information and Observations Group.
Cool.
I'll send that information over to these two, and then very, very, very quietly open a text file in my Glow that just says, Pero, are you paying attention to this?
Ooh.
And then I save the file. It's just on my local Glow.
Nice.
So, thanks for coming. I think we can pull Redcap.
He's watching you.
Yes.
Why?
We don't know. But we
Shawn
don't
gestures towards the yarn wall.
But he has sent multiple teams after us in the last 5 days that we've been here on the ground. He doesn't seem to be giving up. I feel like we can come to an arrangement here that benefits all of us.
Okay. What do you want?
I mean, I just want a job.
She looks over at Chode and Apex. And you?
I mean, what can you offer me?
What do you want?
We would like to get exclusive bidding rights on the next year's military budget. For Omni.
That's it?
That's their thing, not mine. Just for the
Okay.
record.
That's your
No,
thing?
With veto, so if somebody comes in lower than us, we want to be able to counterbid.
Okay. I mean, I'll run up the poll, but that shouldn't be too difficult. And then she looks at Apex, and you?
I mean, like, I don't even know what to ask for because I don't know what you're capable of. Like, what,
Everything.
well, I mean,
They can do everything.
How about who caused the death of your sister?
just upgrade yourself industries.
Somebody had to have given the order.
I mean, can you, like, bring down upgrade yourself industries? Because that would be
Good enough. We brought down CradoNet. I suppose, UYI shouldn't be too difficult, but we'd have to at least think of a good reason why.
Murder? Is that a good reason? Did you not get my hack? Because I feel like that was successful.
We did get that. Well, we can discuss this more. So you want something out of UYI? Sure.
I want them to go down.
Okay. What are you offering besides Red Cap?
Is Red Cap not enough? I mean,
We understand that he works for the organization, but we have a feeling you might have stumbled onto something because we haven't been able to suss out everything about it yet.
So we're offering a key to unlock whatever the hell is going on. You don't know what's going on. We sure as shit don't know what's going on. But it seems to be we seem to be on the edge of something. And I guarantee if we push a little bit harder, we will be able to unlock whatever the hell is happening. And that is absolutely going to be beneficial to you.
You're in town to hurt the merger between UWI and Dynamic because Omni wants to move in.
Yes.
What has Omni been developing lately?
Wait, Caleb's trying to think if Caleb knows right now.
Look, Omni didn't send you in here without having some new product, some new something that they're going to try and come in here and compete with. Okay? Everybody's on their next level human augmentation. It's human 3.0 at this point. You want to help us? Tell me what Omni's making. Tell me what Omni's
Magic.
building. Magic? Well, that would be handy. I've always wanted magic powers. You know, I read those Harry Potter books when I was a little girl.
I've seen a man
Oh, those were terrible.
literally who
Need
can
to get rid
throw
of those.
fire from his hands.
We've
Do you see this burn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from that guy.
We've gotten preliminary reports that something extra normal has been happening, but we haven't been able to isolate that either.
So
What
I have that
about-
guy's phone number.
Okay.
So legit as a player, I forget what Omni is doing. I'm not.
You
just
guys
trying
don't
to-
actually know.
Yeah, we would. I don't think we know.
Okay.
You
I didn't
don't
know.
actually
Like-
know yet.
I just
I feel
didn't
like that should
remember
have
if
been an
we
important
covered that.
question.
I wasn't trying to stall.
I turned to Zed to be
It's
like, hey, by the way, Zed's like thinking, you know, if they want us to get clients, they really should tell us what we're selling.
I mean, I can sell anything. I don't need facts, but now I need facts.
I mean, facts kind of trip you up a little bit. I mean, the truth.
I mean, facts I could just bend. That doesn't matter. In this context, this is where I need them, though. So,
Hold on, Zed, before you go too far. What about Rob Barnes?
And with that, like, she visibly blanches. Like,
If you take down Upgrade Yourself Industries for me, I can tell you what happened to him.
he goes, that's gutsy.
that was
Saying
a
that
good
name
card.
right now might have gotten you shot.
That's
Chun
my
scoots
middle
away.
name.
She goes, how did you come by this information?
I'm a hacker. I have my sources.
She goes, okay. Anything else you need? You want a job. She points at Zed. You want a military contract, and that's fine. And you want us to pull down UYI, and in exchange, you're going to give up what happened to Barnes.
Yes.
On top of everything else.
Deal. What about your fourth? Where's he?
You know.
Around?
Is he on board?
He will be.
She like, you see her, she's like, by the way, glasses. Do you have glasses? And she starts opening one of the bottles of bourbon that she brought.
Oh, yeah. I brought out glasses. I have a charcuterie tray.
She keeps looking, she keeps looking back at Apex.
I'll hold out a glass. did
Not
you
that,
need-
she's like,
Oh.
okay. She goes, are you in contact with the people that have that information?
Yes.
Direct contact?
Yes.
How do you plan on getting Redcap? We need him alive.
So I've got the shape of a plan. I feel like now that we have an accord, we can flesh out that plan and make it effective.
She goes, look, here's the thing. You'll notice he hasn't come out himself. It's always his, flying monkeys. He ain't gonna make it easy for you to pick him up. But if you pick him up, we need him. Alive.
I'm not in Wetworks.
I'm just telling you, if he ends up dead, he ain't valuable to us at all.
We need to have a little talk with Maxi before we do anything.
All
Is
right.
it a deal?
Deal for me.
If you're taking down, upgrade yourself? Hell yeah, it's a deal.
Alive. She goes, I'll leave these with you. If you need anything, and she slides over, it looks like a little, like almost like an NVMe chip. It's about yay big. She goes, any issues, use that.
All right. We'll get to work.
Is there anything I can help you all with this fine evening?
I don't think so yet. Just keep eyes on us.
Pretty good right now, so.
Okay. Okay. And with that, she motions to her partner. He, like, holsters the little mini sub that he's got, zips his track jacket back up, throws you the double finger guns, picks up his little thing, slides it back into a case. It's like, enjoy the beers. They're really good. And they leave.
Joan sits for a second, then gets up, takes down Fubar, and replaces it straight with Bohica.
And with that, we will end tonight's episode with Bohica. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I hope that it's gotten convoluted and complicated enough for everyone. I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
We've got intelligence agencies and corporations and stuff. It's wonderful. So hopefully we should be back in 2 weeks. That would be ish. Yep, something like that. And we will come back with another episode. I'm hoping that we're going to get Michael on to do like a supplementary Chaos Inc. episode to show where Maxi is. So everybody, thank you all for coming. Kaylee, where can they find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on Twitter at ggkayleesama or at www.redemptionpodcast.com.
And Steph, where can they find you?
You can find me on all the social medias at Starlit Firefly, and I'm on the podcast Welcome to St. Paxton, which is at St. Paxton Podcast.
And Caleb.
I am online at the Caleb G, and you can also hear me on the RPG Academy's Twitch stream playing 13th Age, where I am much less of a corporate stooge.
That's true. Again, everyone, thank you for joining us. I'm at Alex the Humanoid on all the social medias, the Twitters and the TikToks and the things. Come see us in a couple of weeks, and everybody have a great night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.